How's it going, everybody? It is eien. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle versus Yuuki over here in the Monotype tier. So if you do enjoy these, make sure to hit that like button on the video, and the team I'm using is in the description if you do want to try it out. So Monotype fighting versus Monotype water for the first battle today. If you do want to Wi-Fi battle me, make sure to be in my Discord. You can message me, or you can battle other people if you want, or ask me, whatever you want. So yeah, this Kamo is Commodium Z, but I switch out because I don't want to take a play rough. Can't do much to Azumarill, can't knock it out, so I just go into Cobalion. But turns out he is going to be the Perish Song, Trap, and Whirlpool Azumarill set, so it's probably Sap Sipper. Luckily, this Cobalion does have Taunt. It's a Stealth Rock Cobalion with Thunder Wave and Iron Head. So you get those nice flinch pairs if you can get Thunder Wave a Pokemon. So I'm going to get my rocks up. I taunted him, so he's not going to be able to hit me with a Perish Song. But he still got me in that Whirlpool, so I can't switch out. And he does have that Hidden Power Fire, is what I'm assuming, since it's probably there to hit those Steel types, and maybe Ferrothorn if you run into that, or Grass types in general. So I might as well just try and get some pairs on this Azumarill, maybe Iron-Headed a little bit, because if Whirlwind goes away, Whirlpool goes away, I can switch out, or maybe I can flinch this Azumarill and get rid of it. But Taunt doesn't wear off, so he could protect over here. And he could also Perish Song as well, so I would be forced to switch out if I keep trying to flinch him down. Or he can just knock me out with Hidden Power. That's probably the smartest idea since I'm in range of that. So I'm just going to hope that I can hopefully get some flinches, but Bunny is going to be able to knock me out with the Hidden Power. So that's a little sucky, but that's okay, because I get to choose what I want to bring in, and I bring in Lucario, Life Orb Lucario, Swords Dance Adamant. I go for the Swords Dance because I'm ready to knock something out. Lucario hits like a truck, has the ability Inner Focus in this tier because you do not want to get flinched. It comes in handy. He goes for the Perish Song. That's fine because +2 Life Orb is able to knock out Azumarill. Usually Azumarills, I would say, are probably specially defensive if they are the Sap Sipper set. So I'm pretty sure like I knew a +2 close combat should be able to knock it out even though it does resist it. And plus, that's the strongest move I can go for against Azumarill. Extreme Speed does less than close combat, so even though it's resisted because of stab. So I'll bring in Toxicroak as I can pretty much take anything Edward wants to go over here. Keldeo, I can't go for a water move since I have the ability Dry Skin. I resist fighting moves. And I am Scarf Toxicroak, so that's why I'm able to outspeed this Keldeo. But unfortunately for him, Secret Sword is not doing enough. And Drain Punch, I'm going to gain enough HP where I can hopefully stay out of range from a Secret Sword. But in comes Chimera, the Gyarados, and intimidates me, so it doesn't really do too much since Gyarados is obviously a flying type. But I do get a crit, so that does help a little bit. But I'm going to switch out because Toxicroak can come in handy later on. I'm going to go into my Keldeo, as Keldeo is Life Orbed with Hidden Power Electric. Able to one-shot a Gyarados pretty safely. But if he is not going to be Mega Gyarados, which I feel like he is on the team looking at it, it's probably the Mega. It should just be like Earthquake, Crunch, and I should be able to live a +1 Earthquake. So he goes for the DD again, maybe hoping that I can't knock him out, but nope, I do get the Hidden Power Electric, and he's the KO the Gyarados. So if he was Fly Z, he should have definitely went for like a bounce right there if he was non-Mega Gyarados, but obviously he probably was Mega Gyarados, and he just didn't want to get Secret Sworded. That's why he didn't Mega Evolve, because then you turn into a Dark type and get that super effective damage on you. He probably thought I'd do that, but in came his Keldeo. I live his Hidden Power, and I knock him out with my Hidden Power, so that's awesome. So that's the power of Life Orb. In comes Greninja. I just go to Toxicroak because hopefully Toxicroak can live a hit. But nope, he goes for the Ice Beam and gets his Battle Bond on Greninja, so that kind of sucks for me. I don't think I live a Dark Pulse either way, though, from a Specs Ninja. Maybe I do. Because if I did, then I can outspeed him and hit him with a Drain Punch. And probably not to knock him out, but gain enough HP where maybe I could live another hit. But I bring in Lucario either way. Go for the Swords Dance because I know it can take an Ice Beam and I can take a Dark Pulse, but not a Hydro Pump. But I'm hoping that he's Specs because, most Ashgren are Specs. I don't know if they run non-Specs in Monotype because Monotype does have different sets than OU and every other tier, so I'm not too sure. But it doesn't matter because he switched out, so I'm guessing he's Specs. And I get that nice, juicy +2 close combat off on that Swampert, not able to live that. In comes Empoleon, down it goes. And yeah, Lucario just finishes off the game because his last mon is going to be that Greninja, and since Extreme Speed has more priority than Water Shuriken, I'm going to be able to go first and outspeed him. And +2 Life Orb Adamant, it's not going to... I do get a crit, but it doesn't matter. It easily knocks out Greninja from like full, I think. because Lucario is not something to mess with when it's adamant and life orbed. And +2 attack. So that's a GG versus Yuuki. Next up we got versus Jay. We got a Monotype normal team. That's always a scary team to play because you got Ditto, you got Chansey, you got Megalopony. Got the whole combo. Very terrifying Pokemon. Probably Z conversion. Porygon, Slacking. That's a Pokemon I never really see, but that's pretty cool. And then Kecleon, probably the Stealth Rocker. I mean, Chansey could be Stealth Rock too. Maybe Kecleon could be Assault Vest. I'm not too sure, but either way, I'm gonna lead off with Gallade since Mega Gallade can hopefully take anything, whatever he leads off with, and just hit him with a nice close combat. Now Kecleon could go for a Shadow Sneak, turn into a Ghost type, and then I pretty much just close combated a Ghost type. But I'm gonna risk it and hope that he goes for like Stealth Rocks or something. What if I go for like, I don't know, a knockoff or something like that? Then that's gonna do a lot of damage. But luckily, that is not the case. He went for Fake Out, I guess expecting that Mega Gallade's ability is not Inner Focus, but nope, Mega Gallade has that ability, Inner Focus, unable to get flinched, and he gets clapped, so that's unfortunate. I think he even said after the battle he didn't have Shadow Sneak, so I think he had Sucker Punch, but that wouldn't have saved him. So he goes into Ditto. I'm -1 at defense, so I guess he thought that maybe like a Zen Headbutt can knock me out or something like that, but I don't have Zen Headbutt on Mega Gallade. I have Shadow Sneak and knock off with Swords Dance, so he went for a Shadow Sneak, as I just brought in Toxicroak, because I expected that. I could take a knockoff, a close combo with Toxicroak as well. Anything, really. So I go for the Drain Punch, in came the Slacking, and man, Slacking is so dang fat that it lived it. Fat is, and it has a lot of HP and just good stats. So he's able to live the second Drain Punch. He took 2 Drain Punches from my Toxicroak, and then knocks me out with an Earthquake. God dang. Too bad Slacking has that horrible ability, Truant. And I can just easily go into Cobalion, get my Stealth Rocks up, and take advantage of that. I mean, he can switch out, but I guess he wants to sack Slacking since it's just really, really low HP now. And I mean, it does have leftovers. I thought it would be like maybe like a banded set. If it was Scarf, it could have outsped my Toxicroak and just blown it back. But it was leftovers. And plus, I mean, I doubt most people run Slacking. Scarf, I think most people I run into run banded because you just want to knock out a Pokemon and then just like switch it out or something like that. So in comes Megalop. I'm hoping that this Cobalion can live because it's actually a bulky Cobalion, but Megalopony proves itself that it does not mess around, and High Jump Kick can easily one-shot Cobalion. I mean, it is super effective, but I mean, I'm bulky, and Cobalion does have some pretty good defense, but either way, it's fine because I can bring in Kamo. Kamo could live everything, and I just go for a nice close combat. He does have that Ditto to come in and can take a close combat and then go for Clinging Skills and knock me out since this Kamo is naive nature. But it doesn't want to take a close combat because then it could maybe put it in the range of maybe Lucario's Extreme Speed if I Swords Dance up, because that is also a thing that could happen. He could copy my Lucario, but as long as Lucario's healthy enough to the point where I can live a +2 E-Speed, I should be fine, especially since he's most likely Choice Scarf Ditto. I'm Life Orb, so I'll be doing more damage than him. Either way, I sagged Mega Gallade over here because I felt like I didn't really need it versus this team anymore. I felt like the other Pokemon just did more. Keldeo at full, it can live it hits better from Megalopony and maybe even Porygon, hopefully, or Ditto, whatever he transforms into with Ditto. So I bring in Kamo again. Kamo I need to keep as healthy as possible for Megalopony, but he brings in Ditto, expecting me to want to go for the close combat, not the Dragon move, which is smart because I am going to go for the close combats. Not going to go for a Commonium Z because then he will just copy that and probably just sweep me. So that's why I'm not clicking that at all. So I staying over here. He thought I'd switch out because he didn't click the Clinging Skills, and he thought that I would predict that and switch out to something else. But honestly, at the range that Kamo was at, I felt like Lucario could literally just come in afterwards if he went for Clinging Skills, knocked out my Kamo, and then I Swords Dance up and probably just win the game because it can't fake me out since I have Inner Focus. I knock out Megalopony. Maybe that would put me in range after Life Orb damage to an Extreme Speed from the Ditto when he transforms into me at +2, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Because I wanted to Swords Dance because I want to be able to knock out Porygon, so with like an Extreme Speed, because I don't want him to Z-convert against Lucario because it could outspeed my Lucario, and that could be pretty problematic, and especially if it's a Ghost type, because if I want to close combat it, then he, you know, dodges that because he turns into a Ghost type, because it could be like Z-conversion, Shadow Ball. Luckily that's not the case, and Keldeo finishes out the game with able to live a hit from the Megalopony and KO the Porygon Z, and then knocking itself out with its own Life Orb. So that was a pretty close game versus Jay. It definitely could have went to his favor if he had Shadow Sneak on Kecleon and Shadow Sneak my Mega Gallade. And probably, I mean, it depends. Like I said, if he Clinging Skilled my Kamo and, you know, I went to Lucario, tried that route, because you never know. You never know. Maybe I take too much life orb damage and from fake outs, and then he can knock me out with an E-speed. I mean, my last move on Lucario was a bullet punch too, so yeah. It's not going to be doing too much. Either way, next up we got is versus O-RenIshii with a grass monotype, pretty cool. Mega Venusaur, usually max defense, so I got to be careful of that. Breloom could be really annoying. But honestly, in general, Keldeo doesn't really do much versus O-RenIshii's team at all, obviously, because it's mono grass, and I mean, they just have really good switch-ins to Keldeo. I just don't have Hidden Power Poison to hit the top of Bulu, nothing to really to hit Venusaur. Maybe Seekersaur can do a decent amount to Roserade, but yeah, other than that, I actually changed Cambodium Z to Dragonium Z this game because O-RenIshii didn't have Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, so I have to do that because Cambodium Z is only allowed versus Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon players. So if you have Sun and Moon, I'm not allowed to use Ultra Sun and Moon, like, I guess, moves and Blacephalon and Stack Attack and stuff like that that are only exclusive to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which kind of sucked, but at the same time, Dragonium Z is pretty nice this game. So lead off of Kamo, go for the flamethrowers. They lead off of Breloom because I felt like Kamo could lead off very well versus their team, live any hit, and just do some good damage, maybe even throw off a Dragonium Z. But since the Breloom is Focus Sash lead, that kind of sucks because then it spores me. But it's not the end of the world because I can switch out into Mega Gallade on potentially a Swords Dance or a Mach Punch if he does want to go for that. But I guess he doesn't want to Swords Dance up or Mach Punch me. He just wants to go into Superior. Probably wants to Leech Seed or Substitute if he wanted to bring it in on a sleeping Kamo. Maybe thinking that I'd be like a Stealth Rock Kamo, but I'm not. I'm offensive. And Clanging Skills, I think, goes through Sub too. And it does a lot. I think it 2 it kills Superior, though. Either way, he goes for a Leaf Storm. I go for CC. Do some good damage. Put it in range for Shadow Sneak. Most people won't see Shadow Sneak coming from Mega Gallade because nobody really runs Shadow Sneak on Mega Gallade, but I do. And, I mean, I ran in a Draft League. I didn't make the team, though. But, yeah, he didn't catch it. And he didn't expect that, at least. And he catches that Shadow Sneak. And down goes Surf. In comes Top Bulu. I'm going to switch out because I'm not too sure what the Top Bulu is, but I know Cobalion can take a hit. And Cobalion can get up rocks, too. So that's why I go into Cobalion. I don't know. I could just scout what kind of Bulu this is. And judging from not damaged, it's not banded. The banded would definitely do a lot more. I'm not too sure. It's definitely having a lot of attack on that type of Bulu, though. Either way, I can live anything. I mean, maybe I'd probably go down to a Superpower, but that's fine. I can get my rocks up. And I want the rocks up for the Breloom, but he just brought that hard in, so that kind of sucks. But luckily, the Grass Drain is helping me out with the leftovers recovery, and I'm basically just getting so much recovery every single turn. So maybe it's like I'm a Poison Heal Mount score, like a Glide score. So he goes for the Mach Punch. Cobalion lives that because, you know, we're Steel type, we're hard body. Steel types in general have good defense, but we do take super effective damage from that. But knock him out with the Iron Head. In comes Roserade. I'm not too sure what I can do versus Roserade. I kind of like just played badly around Roserade. You guys will see. I go for Thunder Wave, trying to get like maybe a full parry, maybe slow it down as well, just so that my entire team can outspeed it. Maybe get some Iron Head flinches. I probably should have just went for the Iron Head, put it in range for Toxicroak to knock it out, something like that. But I wanted Kamo because Kamo could hopefully take on Roserade because he can't Sludge Bomb me because of Bulletproof. I'm immune to that, but he does have the extra sensory, and usually Roserade have Hidden Power Fire since it was super effective against Cobalion, and Leaf Storm is not going to be doing too much since Kamo it does resist that. But I did not expect extra sensory on the Roserade, so I got clapped right there because I wanted Kamo to wake up. That's why I brought it in, and unfortunately, I stayed asleep for 2 turns, and yeah, Roserade clapped that right there, so I should have just played it safe, I guess. I really did not expect extra sensory from Roserade, though. So I go to Toxicroak, and yeah, Ice Punch does not knock out the Roserade, and I get clapped by another extra sensory. So yeah, that's why I played really badly versus Roserade. I should just not have risked extra sensory, and plus, like I said, I didn't expect it. Like, I didn't even think of it. If I did think of it, then I've been like, okay, we can't risk that. Especially in the Monotype tier, you don't really know what they'd be running. But at least I still have Lucario, and Lucario can definitely still do its work. Like, with Swords Dance, I can hopefully live it. So, knock out the Roserade with Mega Gallade. I go and try and maybe go for a close combat on Tapu Bulu, but it's Choice Scarf Tapu Bulu. So, that is awesome because he went for Horn Leech, and Lucario does resist that. It isn't terrain, but I hope that Lucario can Swords Dance up, maybe take a hit, and maybe Swords Dance up again. So, in comes Tangrowth as I Swords Dance. I'm hoping this is not a Sleep Powder Tangrowth, because then I'm just screwed. Because Keldeo is not going to be able to beat any Pokemon in this team. So I go for Swords Dance again, because I need like at least +4 to knock out everything on his team. Although, unless Mega Venusaur is max defense. That's what I'm hoping, that Mega Venusaur is not max defense, because you know I'm adamant Life Orb plus 4 attack. I'm hoping that it knocks it out. I'm not calcing because I'm laying in bed playing on my DS. Like, I'm not going to my computer about to calc this because I'm just chilling, you know, when I do Wi-Fi battles on Discord. So that's why I like it a lot. Like, I could just chill in bed, you know, just play on my DS, just laying back and be like, all right, let me just get some wins real quick. Sometimes I'll lose though. So I probably should have Swords Dance again versus that Tangrowth so that I can ensure 100% knockout Venusaur because he lives. And actually, max defense Mega Venusaur, I calced it afterwards. It takes a lot less from that close combat, so he's not even max defense Mega Venusaur. I'm just like, geez, Mega Venusaur is so bulky. I should have just went all the way up. I was just really scared that I would be in range of like maybe Life Orb knocking me out from another hit from Tangrowth, or maybe he had Hidden Power Fire, which I highly doubt since most Tangrowths do have Hidden Power Ice, especially in Monotype, I think, with Landorus and stuff running around. If you run into those Pokemon and plus dragons in general. So yeah, I just forfeit right there because Icy Wind literally didn't even knock out Mega Venusaur. Obviously, because he's definitely especially defensive, judging from the close combat damage and the Icy Wind damage. And I mean, like, I'm not gonna be able to break through Venusaur at all. Like, there's nothing I could do. I was pretty surprised he didn't knock me out with anything right there. I guess he didn't have Giga Drain. He probably had like Hidden Power Fire, Synthesis, maybe Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed. So that's why I just forfeited, because it just, like, you know, speeds up the inevitable of my demise. So that's a GG versus O-RenIshii. Maybe if I Swords Dance up again versus the Tangrowth, I would have won. But like I said, I was really scared of getting knocked out from the Life Orb recoil. But I should have just went for it because, I mean, Earthquake did a decent chunk even under terrain. And that was probably his best move to go for, unless he had like Leaf Storm or Giga Drain, which probably did more under terrain. Since, you know, Earthquake is not stab and it does get weakened by the Grass Drain. So yeah, that's going to be it for the Wi-Fi battles today. Gotta love Monotype. I want to get some more Monotype battles because I got a lot of Monotype teams I want to use. So if you do want to Wi-Fi battle me, make sure to be in my Discord. I think I'll do some battles here. Maybe I'll stream. I don't know. I feel like I want to get some more battles, though. So be in my Discord and message me. Even if I don't message you back, just keep messaging me because sometimes I just don't see it. Sometimes I click it, but I'm just not home. Stuff like that. And then I just forget that people message me. So, yeah, just keep on messaging me. And, yeah, just hope that I respond. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And peace, everybody.